Hi, I'm here. You got me? Okay. All right. And ready and go. I'm on. She's waving me down, trying to stop the Corvette. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Well, welcome to the Attitude Shift, the best place you'll spend 30, 35 minutes, depending on what we're shifting about, on a Wednesday night. I'm Donna M. Butler. This wonderful show is brought to you by Miracle Pots. Grow big in small spaces. And it wouldn't be possible to do any of that without my wing woman, Siobhan Shaw. Hello, darling. Been growing something new lately?
We're growing a lot. Miracle Pots grows a lot in small spaces. That's our sponsor for the Attitude Shift now, and it's pretty exciting. And I've been growing a cold today. So I actually took an allergy pill because I didn't have any cold pills, and so I'm hoping my nose doesn't kind of run over the show because it was just like, you know how you get that initial cold?
Yes, I do.
And it's you get the watery eyes, and then you're always like, and your nose is running. That's how I'm feeling right now. So,
well, I want to say, in the absence of Ariel, she took it literally from the show tonight to go out and find money. So she's going to see what kind of money she can find from the car through the in between the cushions and all that good stuff during the show tonight. So hopefully by the end of the night, maybe she'll throw some money our way, Siobhan.
Well, let's hope our guest throws some money our way. We have one of our bestest friends, Mary Pitman. She's from Florida, a long way away from me, but she and I share a brain, and she'll tell you why in a few moments. But she is the author of the little book of Missing Money, and she has been on some amazing shows talking about money and finding money for celebrities. So we're going to find out whose money she's found and how you find your own. Have you ever thrown money away? Did you ever not close a bank account and wonder if they kept it open? Mary Pitman.
Yeah, Mary Pitman. Welcome to the show.
Woo-hoo.
Thank you so much. In the United States alone, there's $41.7 billion in unclaimed property just being held by the states. That doesn't include 280 million in forgotten pensions, 88 million in thrift saving plans that have been abandoned. It's a staggering amount of money. 16 billion in savings bonds.
16 billion in savings bonds, unclaimed.
Unclaimed, just sitting there with people's names on it, waiting for them to claim it. And National Find Your Missing Money Day is tomorrow. I started that because I figured the day after your taxes were due was a good day to probably look for some money.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so my question is, how does that happen? How is so much money, forgotten about? How do we forget? I mean, I'm pretty good at remembering where money is when I have it. So, yeah, how does that happen? How does that slip through our minds and our fingers?
The states are required to hold on to forgotten accounts and forgotten money until the rightful owner comes forward. And in the U.S., it's free to search and free to claim, and there's no limit on when you can claim the money, except in Indiana that will keep your money after 25 years.
Wow.
But savings accounts, checking accounts, certificates of deposit, utility deposits, refunds, rebates, the checks that you didn't cash, final paychecks that you didn't realize you still had one more coming to you. Stocks tend to be the high dollar amount. The largest single listing in the U.S., and you got to figure somebody like this has to be pulling their money for them. One listing for one person was $32 million.
What?
Yes, that's my goal in life, is to open my accounts and stuff and look and go, I think I'm a little short. And be missing $32 million.
So they were missing $32 million. So yes. How does one, and what would be the first step if I wanted to see if there was some money out there with my name on it? What would be the first step that I would need to take?
And you can look up yourself. You can look up if you want to. You don't have to put in a lot of specific information when you're first doing the search. Go to unclaimed.org. Just those two words. Don't put anything else in. If you end up on a site that is trying to charge you, you're on the wrong site. You should never pay for an online search or pay to get your money.
Wow.
So unclaimed.org.
Good to know.
That's real good to know.
Unclaimed.org.
Any state in the United States, including some of the Canadian provinces. There's also an orange tab at the top of the home page there that will take you to other sources of unclaimed property, such as the IRS, HUD refunds, the link for savings bonds, for pensions. It's a little treasure trove of information that most people overlook.
So what started this for you, Mary? Did you have unclaimed money, or what started you on this journey to have your little book of unclaimed money?
It started when one of the nurses told me about this, and I kind of rolled my eyes and thought, oh my God, you are so gullible. I'm going to show you where the scam is. And I was playing on the site, and I entered my maiden name and found 2 listings for my father who died indigent in 2001. And I thought that was proof. I thought, well, there you go. There's proof this is a scam. Why would they put somebody on there who's indigent? How would they know he was indigent? How would they know I would look? And then it just began to look at the whole scope of it, and I thought, maybe I have money. And it takes a little bit more if there's a death involved.
Okay.
I had to include a certified copy of his death certificate, a certified copy of my certificate, a copy of my driver's license, and they didn't ask for it, but I knew if I didn't include it, it would delay the claim. I included a copy of my marriage license to show my name change. And about 5 weeks later, I had a check in my hand for over $2,500. I became a believer.
Wow.
No kidding, you'd become a believer. No kidding, I believe you.
Yeah,
I mean,
and then the book came about, though.
We share a brain. Doesn't that mean we share a bank account too?
No. We have one thought process going on here between the two of us, Siobhan. I will give you that. But the bank
and
American
money to boot. You know, like we're in Canada. It's like it costs us 30 cents on the dollar or something right now.
Right.
There's actually a Canadian version of me. Her name is Brenda Potter Phelan, Phelan. She's kind of the Canadian missing money lady.
Oh.
Okay, good to know.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so when you became a believer, you decided to go one step further and encourage us to go out and start looking for missing money.
What happened was I had a lot of time my job that pays the bills is I'm a nurse in the recovery room where patients wake up from surgery. And sometimes in the middle of the night, waiting for patients to come out of the OR, I'd have time to kill, and I began playing on the site. And I found different ways that you can search. And I looked up friends and family. I ran out of them. I took the OR schedule and looked at surgeons that were scheduled the next day. I found money for them. Eventually, I ran out of people to look up. But I ended up looking up one of the nurses upstairs, and she's one of those people that has this little black cloud over her head all the time. The nicest person, but just a continual black cloud. And I found a listing for her. So when I brought it up to her, it was a combination of being ready to cry and speechless. And she said, Mary, I've been getting calls and letters from all these attorneys and businesses. They all say I have a lot of money out there, but they all want a lot of money to help me get it. One guy wants $700, another one wants $2,100. I was determined to find this on my own, but I didn't know where to begin. And I said, I will help you. And as I walked away, I thought, I bet she's not alone. I bet there's a lot of other people that don't know where to begin. And I have all these great search tips. I should put them together in a book, just a little book, maybe even just a booklet, the little book of missing money. And that's all it was going to be to begin with, was just my search tips. But then I kept coming across other places missing money that doesn't get over to the state. And when I came across unclaimed child support, I thought, I need to rethink what I'm doing. Yes, unclaimed child support.
So there are mothers and fathers out there that have child support sitting somewhere and that they haven't claimed it.
Yes.
So the one spouse put it in their bank account or wrote them a check and it never got to them.
Well, there's two categories. There's unclaimed, where they know who the person is who's supposed to get it. Maybe they moved and didn't update their address, and for whatever reason, it didn't connect to them. There's also undistributable, and that's where let's say the non-custodial parent sends the check in, and the name isn't legible of who it's for, or maybe the court case number, the numbers are transposed or it's missing one, and they don't know who to apply it to. There are millions of dollars, millions
Wow.
held for people.
That's just insane.
Yes.
What are some? I know, and that is because, we're not aware of this. It goes back to what we always say. We're not aware of this. We have this thing here. They do the Secretary of State. They do once every 2 years they do that. They say, go to this site, go to the state site, put your name in, and see if you have any, deposits or things like that. That's pretty much all. That's the limit right there. They just do, phone deposits, apartment deposits. They don't go in depth like how you're saying that you can check on. They don't do the pensions and all of that. They're strictly just for, city deposits and things like that. So.
And city deposits don't usually get turned over to the state. Here's another big category that people have no idea of. If you had a house that was in foreclosure and you had it for a long time, you had a lot of equity built up in it, anything above what it sold for is yours. The problem is the check gets sent to the last known address, which is the house that got foreclosed. So it gets returned to the clerk of court, and the money gets held there. Professional finders know this, and it's a favorite place for them to look for unclaimed property, and you can't find it because it's not on the state site. And eventually, if you don't claim it,
so where would I go look for that?
I'm just looking. I'm actually
good.
I went to unclaimed.org. I'm just doing that right now, and I used to live in Quebec because that's where I went to university, and it's given me no results. But could my name be wrong, like spelt wrong?
Yes, absolutely. Always allow for typos on your name.
I have no idea how somebody would screw up my name.
Yeah.
I can think of a dozen ways. So, what are some of the weird places that money has been found? Or length of time that you've seen?
Well, the length of time can be as long as it takes. There's, let's see, class action lawsuits don't get turned over to the state.
Okay.
Those little cards that you get with a 0.5 font that's too small to read.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. There's, you can go to top class actions and search there.
Oh my goodness.
For unclaimed, let's say you had a 401k and you changed jobs. First of all, the best thing to do with that is roll that 401k over to your new employer or start your own IRA. Don't leave it behind at the previous employer. But if you think that may be the case, you can go to unclaimedretirementbenefits.com.
Oh my goodness.
.com and look that up. The pensions are completely different, and some of the pension listings, the 280 million, are from bankrupt companies. Who would think that if your company went bankrupt, that you may still have your pension money? They have one listing for $700,000. You have to figure that person is probably deceased.
Oh,
so their heirs will claim that.
What? See,
so they can't do anything. Oh man.
We have a showcase where we have a showcase on the side. I think people can see it when they watch the show again. I'm putting up the websites. What was that last website? Unclaimed
pensions?
Retirementbenefits.com.
Unclaimed retirement
benefits.com. And that's for like 401ks.
Wow.
That is just amazing because I never would have thought with the bankruptcy. I would have never, ever even thought,
Yeah, big bankruptcies in the United States like Enron and Eastern Airlines.
Wow. So, what advice you know,
Okay.
do you
Louisiana. I'm
have?
going to Louisiana now.
Go ahead, go to
I'm
Louisiana.
searching.
Okay. What advice would you have? I mean, what is a fail-safe system? Is there something in place? How do we remind ourselves? I mean, we don't think about these things. This is amazing what you're saying. How, what should we do when we're doing taxes? Should that be a time when we sit down and think about what we did for that year? Any money we put down on something?
That's an excellent time. You need to check at least once a year because new listings are added all the time. And I do have some tips to prevent your money from going to the state. If you're current on your utility payments, ask to have your deposit refunded now, preferably in the form of a credit on your bill. That way you don't have to worry about losing the check.
Wow.
Open your mail. I can't stress that enough. I was trying to help somebody who was cleaning out their office and found a check in an envelope that hadn't been opened for $75,000 from 14 years ago.
You're kidding.
No. Once again, that's my goal in life, to be missing that kind of money. Yeah, open your mail. Cash every check as soon as you can. Update your beneficiary information. This is really, really important because in most cases, whatever is listed as the beneficiary trumps whatever's in the will. And you may find that that is an ex-spouse. It could be somebody who's already deceased. And somebody that you really don't want to have that money. So update your beneficiary contact information.
And I just did that. We just did that. My husband and I, on his insurance and everything. I mean, we just made sure everything was, still in line and everything like that. So that's really good.
Donna, did you ever live on Cougar Drive? or no, you're married.
No, I never lived on Cougar Drive.
Okay, so, but here's a Donna M.
It was
Butler.
more of a lifestyle.
Here's a Donna M. Butler. The address is 404 Cougar Drive, Arabi, Louisiana, and she's got between $50 and $100 from a group policy benefit / claims payment.
No, that wouldn't be me. Nope.
No?
Try it. No.
Don't forget to look up maiden names.
Though. Got the Donna M. Butler.
I know.
Don't forget to look up your maiden name too.
Okay, I'm looking up her maiden name.
Oh.
Can I say your maiden name?
Alan?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess I could say your maiden name.
You can say
it. Did you ever live in West Monroe? New Orleans? Farmerville?
No.
Denham Springs?
No.
Shreveport? Thibodaux?
Thibodaux? No.
Pineville?
No.
Slidell?
Mm-mm.
Baton Rouge?
Mm-hmm.
Coliseum Avenue? That's it. Coliseum Avenue.
No.
No. Sorry, honey. You're not. This isn't you.
No. Sorry. That would have been pretty cool, though, to find me.
Yeah. Had you ever thought to look under your maiden name? Because I think a lot of people.
No, I never had until she just said it. I never would have thought that.
And see, that was how I found the listings under my father's name, was I looked under my maiden name. I would have still been a disbeliever if I hadn't found that.
Mm-hmm.
That is just crazy. I never would have thought to look like that.
But you lived in Washington, so, wait a minute. Let's go see. How do I
Absolutely.
Wait a minute. Oh, it took me to a stupid thing.
Oh, be careful. What she said.
Well,
be careful.
Washington says file a report, start a search. Oh, okay. Start a search. All right.
It can be highly addictive, especially if you start finding listings for people.
See, that would freak me out.
Yeah. Now, does it matter if it's capital or not capital? Like capitalized letters? Is it? Do you know what I mean?
Capitals doesn't matter. Punctuation and spaces make a difference, though.
Oh,
so
okay.
If there's like a last name of, let's say, O'Rourke, then O with the apostrophe, R-O-U-R-K-E, and then just O-R-O, without the apostrophe.
Right.
Bring up different listings.
Okay, so from Washington State, there's
here's a good one, too.
14. There's 14 Donna Allens. Did you ever live in Lake Stevens?
Nope.
Bellingham?
Nope.
Maybe she should just tell you where she lived.
I know. Seattle.
Bremerton? Seattle.
Nope.
There is
Seattle.
one for Seattle. Tacoma?
No.
Because it says Donna M. Allen, Tacoma.
Never lived in Tacoma.
No?
No. It's a lot of Donna M. Allens. That's weird, huh?
Yeah. You have to change your name to something.
Anyway, I have another search tip. If you're looking up deceased family members, where it asks for the last name, play with variations of this. Do estate of, the estate of, for the estate, to the estate, and then also abbreviate estate to EST, both with and without a period.
Okay.
Like in California, that will bring up 40,000 listings.
Wow. So how did you
in New York,
figure
it brings up 16,000.
How did you figure this out? Just
I know, that's crazy.
I had a lot of time to play in the middle of the night when there's nothing else to do.
So Donna, did you ever live on Dayton Avenue North in Seattle?
Mm-mm.
Oh, too bad. Because Kraft Foods Global has $25 for somebody, a rebate, and her name is Donna Allen.
That's not me. That's not me.
You can't find any money.
Can't find, and I'm not finding any money from Ariel. She's like looking at me off camera, going like, "No money in the car."
That's hilarious.
Look up your husband too.
Oh,
I'm gonna look him up now, right now.
Yeah,
look up talking.
Look up him. Look up Ivy.
I got my new hobby.
Yeah.
I know.
I
was into Candy Crush. Somebody got me into that stupid game Candy Crush, and now I'm gonna claim people's cash now. I mean, look for their unclaimed cash.
So Mary, without giving out any names, celebrity, you found money for celebrities?
I was actually the first person to ever tell Susie Orman about missing money. She had never heard of it until I told her. She was a keynote speaker at Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago for public television. And I positioned myself to see her when she came in, but not in like crazy stalker lady position.
Michael, you listening to that? We have our celery stalker, Michael Kizorga.
That's great.
We'll be killing him.
I went up to her and I said, Susie, I'm going to tell you something nobody else here is going to tell you. And she was so nice. She goes, what's that? I said, I found missing money for you. Complete shift of attitude, literally.
Oh,
it was like she went into ventriloquist mode with a frozen smile going, good, I need it. I said, no, seriously, the site missingmoney.com? And she goes, no. And I said, no. She said, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah. And so I showed her her listings, and as I did, you saw this glint of recognition in her eyes, and she goes, these are people who owed me money who never paid me. And I said, well, the thing is, if Susie Orman can have missing money, Susie Orman's viewers can have missing money too. So I've taken the liberty of writing a segment for your show. And she goes, you did? Oh, my God, that's so funny. Do you have it with you? I said, why, yes, I do believe I brought it.
Oh, my goodness. How cool is that?
So then when she was doing America's Money class with Susie Orman, that's when I finally got the paperback out, and I sent her a copy, and I got contacted. Susie would like to invite you to be on her new show on the Oprah Winfrey Network. And I thought, well, it's not the Susie Orman show, but Oprah's going to see it.
I know, exactly. That is awesome.
Okay, Ivy Butler, I'm on it. From Prescott Drive in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Absolutely. We lived on Prescott. We did.
Utility deposit, Donna, between $50 and $100.
Heck yeah. Now that's real.
From 1996.
That's real. Oh my gosh, she found some missing money for Ivy.
Yeah, and see, that backs up one of my tips. If you've been current with your utility deposit, ask to have it refunded.
Look at
1996. That. Like, that's almost 10 years ago.
Oh my, and that's
20.
20, sorry.
That's 20. That's
As you can see
20.
why I don't have any missing money I can't count.
Oh my gosh, is that all? Does he have any more? That is great.
Well, there you go. So another one is a P.O. Box 417, Rosedale, Louisiana, and that is an unredeemed gift certificate.
We never lived there, but nah. Unless he had a secret P.O. box.
We might have uncovered more than just missing money.
The missing
secret life of Ivy Butler. Daddy man.
Right. Next week's show, the missing husband. Okay, that's cool. You find any more for him? That's pretty good.
No, I'm sorry. Okay, wait a minute. I'll go and do a new search.
I think that's great, though.
What's his? You use your middle name?
The less you put in, the broader your search. So Ivy Butler, you got to figure, is probably not a real common name. So I would just leave the middle initial out.
You'd be surprised how common that name became when someone tried to sue him for paternity. There were 3 Ivy Butlers. 3.
Wow. Oh, I remember that.
You remember that?
Yes, I remember that. We all thought, oh no, poor Ivy.
That's another thing though. On if somebody's behind on child support and they have an unclaimed property listing, you may be able to nab that listing.
Ooh. You hear that, women out there searching for those deadbeat dad money?
Mm-hmm.
Attack his boat. He's got a hunting boat. Attack it.
I have to. Who else can I look for? I'm in Louisiana right now. Who else is from Louisiana that we know?
I have.
Because nobody in your family has money.
I know. You see, Ivy had money. You know, that's crazy. Let's see. See if Patricia Jenkins has money. Just to check and see.
Okay. So
do we get? So do you get finder's fees, Mary? Is this a?
No, my goal is to teach people how to do this on their own, and actually people can get a free copy of the first chapter of the book by going to my website, and the chapter is Finder's Fees to Pay or Not to Pay. Preferably to not pay.
That's pretty cool. I like that. So where can we go and find our free copy of your book?
So, well,
she just said
chapter. Go to thelittlebookofmissingmoney.com, and it'll be right there on the left side.
Did she just say that, Siobhan?
I don't
Yeah, she did. And I'm doing something else. I'm actually multitasking because I'm searching for money. Patricia M. Jenkins.
Nope. She's Patricia R. Jenkins.
Well, then she has less than $100. This says credit balance and accounts receivable. And she's from Baton Rouge. Tynewood Avenue in Baton Rouge.
Who?
Tynewood Avenue in Baton Rouge.
Yep.
All right.
That's going to be her.
Did she ever live in Acott Street, Arabi? Where's Arabi? Or Covington?
That's Arabi.
Arabi, sorry. Arabi. That's the Canadian version of. Covington? No?
Nope. Mm-mm.
Now, this says court deposit. One of these, what would that mean?
Yeah, what is that?
This lady has got a court deposit.
Huh. That's a new one.
I don't know.
That's interesting. So, Siobhan, while you're digging, I guess you'll find that out, too, in your research. She's going to be one of those people, Mary. I'm going to be talking to Siobhan. What are you doing, Siobhan? Oh, I'm looking up missing money.
It's so much fun.
It is.
It is, because you know what? I'm going to do that later tonight.
And unclaimed.org, where you said to go, and that's the only place to go, it actually shows British Columbia, Alberta, and Quebec.
Yes.
Canadian provinces that
cool.
are included in this. Ontario and the other provinces are included. So I guess if you've ever lived in BC, Alberta, or Quebec, as well as any of the 50, how many states? It's been a long time since I've
50 states plus the District of Columbia, Guam, and the Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico.
a whole lot of states. I can't remember my history. Oh my goodness, why I couldn't 50 states.
There's no money in the Hey, there's no money in the couch. I'm getting a signal that there's no money in the couch. We're just broke around here.
Great.
There's no money in the couch.
No, but you've got your utility deposit now.
That's right. That's right.
Way to go.
So we have that. So she didn't find any money in the car. She just walked by shaking her head. No money in the couch. We have kids. So you know what? They go through the couch. They're smart. They go through the couch. They go through the cushions.
I used to go into my dad's room and look like on the floor under the bed. I definitely like when guests came, I'd look in the cushions, like, you know, and always at the end of an evening of entertainment in our house, there would be money, loose change.
There'd be loose change.
So, you know, if you ever pick up money or search for it when you were a little kid or a big kid, this is for you. Unclaimed properties and all kinds of money. I mean, and this is just amazing, like stocks and bonds and gift certificates.
I know. I think that's really, I think that's
cool.
Crazy. Yeah, unclaimed gift certificate. I think that's pretty neat. I know what I'll be doing
take
tonight.
the balances on your gift cards too after a certain period of time, so that's something to keep in mind when you're buying gift cards for people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Huh.
So, Mary Pitman, it is great to see you live and living in Florida.
Wonderful.
I was just about to say Louisiana. Just really close.
Anytime you want to come, Mary. Anytime you want to come.
Yeah, you guys are really close. You're only like
Yes.
two states away from each other. Maybe one. Just a little drive, and you'd be able to get to each other.
Well, we're going to get that tow chain, that network going. We're going to get it going.
Yes.
So this was great. This was great. This was really good. I'm anxious to go to Missing Money. I know. I'm going to be laying in bed tonight looking up Missing Money.
So your website, Mary, is thelittlebookofmissingmoney.com, correct?
Correct.
And we've put it on our showcase, so when you see the show, it should show up unless you're watching it directly on YouTube. I will make sure on our YouTube listing as well that it's there. And make sure you listen to what Mary said and go to unclaimed.org. Don't go anywhere else. And if you're going to pay money, it's a scam. So make sure.
Yeah, if you're going to pay money, pay us. Okay. I mean, at least we'll look it up for you and we'll do the research.
Donna will do that. Donna likes to do more work. It was great. It's time to put it in park, so I gotta go.
This has been a blast. Thank you so much. I hope that it's been helpful to people.
I'm sure it has. Siobhan, you have anything to say?
My nose must have been sniffing out money because it wasn't running. So that's good. Thank you, Mary. It's just great to see you and just hang out with you.
I know. Awesome, Mary.
I've had a great time. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you so much.
Wait a minute. We never told them why we share a brain, did we?
No, you did not.
Mary, why do we share a brain?
Don't leave them hanging.
I'm going to leave that up to you.
Well, Mary and I Facebook a lot, and we seem to have a lot of the same thoughts and opinions, and the same humor, and it's a little scary. It really is like we were separated at birth.
It is.
That's awesome.
It's like twin daughters from different mothers.
Well, that's awesome. Always good to
But
have
the same father, so half of that $2,500 is more.
She's still she's still trying to get your money.
That money is long gone. That paid off the Discover card.
There you go. And that's another thing. Use your unclaimed money to pay off bills. It's like extra money given you, huh?
Yes, because then if you use it to pay off a credit card, you save that interest on the credit card, so it's exponentially greater.
There you go. One of my favorite words, exponentially. Okay, that's yes, it's one of my favorite words. My favorite word is Richter scale, though. Just FYI, anybody wants to know, favorite word is Richter scale. There'll be a test on that next week. As we put it in park for tonight, always a pleasure to do the show. Brought to you by Miracle Pots. Wait to see what miracles we're going to grow. Coming really soon. If you want to learn more about Miracle Pots, go to miraclepots.com. You want to keep shifting with us after the show, go to theattitudeshift.com. You'll be able to see this show in archive in about 30 minutes. You'll be able to click and watch us all over again. Isn't that fun? In the meantime, stay sweet, stay on the road to success, and remember who you are. Love you all. Peace out.
Bye.